Are we live? What? Okay. Bear with me, I've got some audio issues. Okay, that should be alright. Right, let's just get... So, hello guys. Very exciting. So we've just turned on a new feature, which you'll see in just a moment. So it looks like there's nothing going on, right? But there is. Let me just, turn this camera around. There we go, hello. Now, for those of you on YouTube and Twitch, you're probably wondering what's going on. Why am I in a tiny little screen up above? Well, I'm about to answer that question. Get ready. So, we got the Spate stream up and running, which means we're now coming to you in multi-visual. How exciting. Sure. So, pretty soon, well, you should already actually see this another. For those of you on Instagram, actually, you'll see this, there's a little extra picture just above. There we go. And down below, you get to see what I'm seeing. Hooray! That's exciting, huh? Okay, let me just check. I need to quickly calibrate, so I should have done that before starting the stream. Is the audio coming through okay, actually? Just check. Oh, yeah, no, it seemed to be good. Let's just check. Woohoo! Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're in, guys. We're in. So this is going to be a really lazy Saturday afternoon stream. I'm just going to sort out my leg sensor a sec. There we go. That seems to be lined up alright. Okay. Let's roll. Yeah. So I still love this map. This is IO. It's still my home map. I just can't quit it. It's so good. So I'm thinking we gotta do a really lazy one. So let me just pop this down here a sec. Sorry about this. See if we can sit down without falling through the seat. Oh, there we go. So hello one and all. How are we? So I'm currently looking at the most heavenly sunset. Look. Why is this? Yeah. I'm in Santorini today, guys. So lovely. Obviously this isn't all of my maps. This is done by someone far more talented. But I love all the little nooks and crannies in here. It's so good. Isn't it? Delightful pool though. Lots of little areas and bars and all that kind of good stuff. Alright. Wonderful. Okay, so I'm so tired. I haven't stopped, I swear. That's why I did sleep until about 10. Which, remember, I put a beer in the fridge earlier. At least I think I did. Hold that thought. Let me just dock the camera a sec. Oh, actually, I should probably... In time won't be heed yet. No, I don't want it to look at me. I don't want smooth motion. We do want auto level roll. I think what we'll do is we're going to anchor this to world space. There we go. So, let's wait for a few more viewers to join, I think, and then we'll get the show. I'm going to see if I can grab that beer from the fridge. It won't be a sec. I'm going to just go over here. Hopes. Okay, hopefully. Oh, nice. Floating on the air. Oh, and I'm walking through the plants. That's not cool. Okay. Alright, here's the tat. Did I put the beer in the fridge? Oh, I did. How lovely. Well, let's have that. Sorry. I will come back in just a sec. This is not a beer that I can just open with my teeth. And I have to actually use a beer opener for this. That'd be good beer just to start off the night. I don't drink beer very often, actually. It's a bit of a misnomer. Let's just navigate my way over here again. Okay, oh, try and walk round. Oh, okay, oh, nearly there. Okay, great. How are we all today, guys? We get? Alright. Seemed to be a really easy stream for me, I think. Earlier was a long one. I think we went for nearly 2 hours. I think I've decided that, yeah, I'm pooped. I've got no energy, so we may have a little run around. Oh, who's that? I'll have to stand up to read the messages. Geordie VR Gamer, hello, how are you? You okay? Welcome to the stream. Whew. Oh, is this the best place to be sitting? It's got the best light just here, but there are some pretty areas down below, for sure. Good. Oh, excuse me if I'm a little bit quiet. My brain is a little bit dead. I went up to the supermarket today and I just felt like he was gonna sleep. You know how like when you walk around the supermarket and like you literally just feel like you're gonna hit the deck, as it were. No. Okay. Do I get ham tracking on this? I'm not sure. Ew, doesn't matter. So yeah, we got the body trackers on, look. You got the legs up. That's that's actually my leg in real life. I'm just flicking it up in the air. I love this stuff. It's so good being on the full body tracking train. It adds that extra depth, and you meet so many interesting people as well. Like I've met actual dancers in here. Incredible people, very kind, very lovely, very skilled. And the ones that I have met use cable harnesses attached to the ceiling, you see. And so when they dance, these are the most incredible dance moves, but they have to manage the cable as they do that, so tricky, right? But anyway, what's everyone up to tonight? I'm gonna be opening up the Lotus in about an hour, I think. Saturday night, the event starts at... Actually, do you know what? I've lost it with events. I had some problems with events, and it was to do with linking them to a series that I've been running for about 6 months. Have I been to Guess Annoyance's latest worlds in Horizon, as they are getting pretty good? Yeah, I go to most of them. Yeah, he always tells me every few days that he's made a new one, so I go and have a look. For sure. The dungeon one was pretty harrowing, to be fair. I did go into that. That's it wasn't easy. That wasn't easy to see. But yeah, he's really making the most of the AI builder, which is really good to see. Like it's such an amazing technology, and it's getting better all the time. Like the first generation of the AI builder was it was not great. But we're now, I think, on the Gen 2. It's a lot better. I actually have used it myself a few times. The only issue I've got, though, is that to play fair, obviously, I run the Lotus across 3 platforms, and it does say in terms of service of the Methods AI, you can't really use it to generate models that you're taking to other services. So whilst I have used it, I had to regenerate those again using a non-Meta-based one. In order to then ship those out to other systems. So I'm always very good with the small print on that one. I don't wanna annoy anyone. Yeah, so I use Rodan, which is a paid service. I need to actually check if I have a subscription running on that still. I actually, I'm not sure. I should check that now, otherwise I'll already forget. Bear with me. I'm just gonna jump on a keyboard. All these AI services keep spitting up, and I keep going, yeah, I'll buy a month's worth, and then they just... Time rolls on now. Somebody look, so if am I logged in? I'm gonna sign in. Let's try it. It's been a while. Jesus. We get there. Bear with me a sec. Yeah, so this is quite a nice beer, actually. This is it's from Lidl's. It's a Hatherwood Gold Ale. It's kind of sweet. I do like ale. Ale is a nice drink, and I don't know why Oh my goodness me! Hang on. Oh, wait. I don't think... So I don't think I've got a subscription running. But I still have quite a lot of credits left. Quite a lot. That's the Gen 2 Rodan model. Yeah. Oh, I just noticed with the hand tracking. Ah, that's really funny. I didn't even realise that was going. Cool. Lovely. Alright, Right, should we go travel somewhere? I could sit around and talk all day, but Let's go somewhere pretty, huh? You see enough from this Greek map, so if we jump into made a world but don't have PC, so only building via Quest 3 headset. Have a future release, have an error seeing something like pre-release content, right? So yeah, the pre-release content, and this is a bit of a bugger, but they're always sorted out. If you have mixed primitive and tri-mesh, and this is the problem, I think a lot of people don't know the difference between the two, or they might have used something thinking it was primitives and it was tri-mesh. Yeah. It's, do you know what, the irony is, I think in the desktop editor there is a way to very quickly find that. It's just not in the headset, so yeah, it's such I used to really love building on the headset. It was such a vibe, like you could bring your friends in there, although mostly I like to build alone, to be honest, these days, but, I think headset building will return in some shape in years to come. My theories are that the AI builder is going to work with headset building at some point. I think headset building will come back in a whole different form. Because I think building in VR is such a great usage of VR. And to be honest, that you can use... I'll be careful with how I say that. You can use a VR headset with Blender. You can't use it to build at the moment, but you can use it to preview. There is a VR preview mode in there, which is pretty cool. Admit, I've seen videos of it. I've never bothered to use it myself. But I think the idea behind that is very cool. I really want to find something where I'm just not running around a lot. What's this rainforest one? It's in Community Labs. That suggests it's probably quite new. Oh. A demon lurking in the forest. That sounds fun. I'm going to add that to my discovery queue. Actually, that's a good show. Let's have a look at the discovery queue and see what is going on in there. So, right. Cozy words, been there, avatar. Oh! Ow. Ooh, Ever Missed Manor, yeah. Okay. That's what I wanted to check out. So this is by May. And it's detailed as a home for the parts of us that have nowhere to go. I like the sound of that. Let's go. So I'm gonna jump in into a friends only instance, alright? Not friends plus. Today, nobody I run places friends plus, but today just friends. Because any direct friends of mine know that I stream, so if they walk in there shouldn't be any problems. The complications with friends plus, there might be friends of friends who don't know me. That could cause problems, so let's go in. So I'll go join, and let's fly in. Here we go. So sorry about the black screen. Actually, oh, that's cool. You can now see what I see. So you don't get a black screen anymore, you just get... That's nice. That's very cool. Okay, so we're nearly there, guys. Right, 202 megabytes. So I didn't know whether or not this was a Quest and Windows only world. Not sure. Let's give it a second and we'll spawn in and you can... Yeah, clearly there. Hit. Cool, alright. We love the fluffy carpet, that's nice. Well, this is pretty. It looks kind of like a haunted mansion. Right, there's no point you guys staring at me. I'm having a whale of a time down here, but it's kind of not what we're really here for. So if I spin this round, we'll go for a little walk. Sorry, I was just bashing my boob then. Okay. I'm gonna be quiet while we explore. You ready? No, quiet-ish. You know me, I can't shut up. Oh. Wow. Okay, I love this. What's out the window as well? Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, let's carry on. How's my camera control, guys? Smooth? I may have stick drift, but I'm doing well. Oh, I hope nothing jumps out of the bath here. It'll be very angry if it does. Okay, I think we're alright. So, if you missed the earlier stream I did today, we climbed Everest together. That's great. Well. Hey, hi Evan, how you doing? Okay, how's the view for you guys? Is that right? Are you seeing, Well, that's a good point, actually. I can you guys can actually just see the whole thing down below anyway. Oh, let's move that camera out a bit, so... Alright, so we're just gonna sort of... Oop. There is something going on with the jiggle physics. Thick and gum, so sorry. I wish there was a switch I could... Nah, we'll switch it back. I gotta sort this out so I can alter the spout streams. So the guy's on sort of Twitch and YouTube right now. Just getting a big view of my face, but I'm just corrected that, hopefully. Wow. Let's breathe that damn. Gosh, this is so nice. So... Okay. Yeah, this is absolutely lovely. So this is, let me just look up the name of it, guys, because you're probably all hungry to know. It is called Ever Mist Manor, and it's by Mei. That's M-E-I, okay? Very well-known creator on the Splatoon. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Okay. Let's just flip this back round. So I think looking at my face is making people leave the watch queue. Sorry. Shit. Oh, James. Let me just pull myself up a bit. There we are. Okay. Let's go into here. This looks like maybe a master bedroom. Just looking around. Yeah, no. Wow, this is super cool. Even the view out the window is just like really gloomy. I love the clock. Oh, what is this? It's a rose on the table, look. Is it gonna work? No. That's nice. Well, so much for a lazy stream, huh? Let's just carry on. To here, secondary bedroom, I think. Oh, doubt the outside is explorable, to be honest. Huh? Tursen absolutely gorgeous, though. Yeah, okay. Alright. I fancy something a little bit brighter, so... Second on my discovery queue is... Well... It's called Bright Ever Mist Manor. I don't know. This is called Please Enjoy, Visit the Original, Search Ever Mist Manor by May. I like the design, but wanted to make the brighter version of it. Okay. Yeah. So if we just, jump into that. So this is written up as a bright version of that thing we've just been walking around. That's cool. Okay. Oh, I've got, for dinner tonight, I think I'm gonna have like a homemade Chinese, and I'm gonna try and make it all in the air fryer. Question whether or not I go for rice. To be honest, my stomach is not handling much food at the moment. Oh. Okay. So I think it's gonna be like chicken, peppers, onions. I may just skip on the noodles. For some reason, it's just like white carbs are really making me feel not particularly well. I don't know where that is. Oh, I'm just going in. What? Oh, look at the walls. Look at the kitty cats. Oh, that's fun. I like that. So, okay. So this is a bit of fun. This is very well made. But, Love these. Oh, what is that? Eye? Did I feel here? No. Okay. This is a nice room. There's pictures of cats everywhere. Oh. This should be a kitchen here, I think. Oh, we can go in. Okay, so they haven't done the kitchen yet. That's one notable difference, but still. That's okay, I like this. I know what's going on there. Oh my god, is that a pigeon? I don't even know what that is. But either way, it's all gets out. Oh. Yeah, this is nice. I might take you guys to the Queen Bella place next, you know? Because I quite like that one. It was, what was it? Queen Bella's Mexican something or other? Oh, nice black. It's one of my favorites. We just turn this way aside. We can't see the thing. So yeah, just a reminder, the Lotus will be opening in about 45 minutes. I might be there in half an hour actually, but yeah, this is nice. Okay. So I'll go search for the world. It's gonna be. This might look a little. I think it still looks great, but oh, is there more Queen Bella's stuff? Queen Bella's Alaska. Oh, okay. Let's go to New Instance and Friends Instance. Enjoy. Yeah, that was a decent build. I like that. Calm, nice. You guys still with me over on Twitch and YouTube? I don't seem to get many people through Kick. If Kick's having problems. Okay. Alright. Here we go, guys. So this is Queen Bella's Mexican, so we're at that. Queen Bella's Mexican Beach. Something or other. So I was always a fan of this, like, geometrically, it's a great build. It's got all the tricks going on, and I say geometrically, actually, the geometry is simple, but incredibly well placed. Elsa loves that you can get out to the yachts over there. Although I never understood if there was, like, a way that you could sort of, fly out there, I guess. But the inside's nice. Although I feel like I should be a little taller. I wish I was a little bit taller. Okay, so it's just up the avatar height. Make sure you're in the camera with me, otherwise you guys will be staring at my crotch. You don't want that. So, here we go. This I'm playing around with the microwave. Don't mind me. Yeah, I always like this one. This is my home for a long time, actually. It's just, again, the geometry is simple, but the texture work is amazing. And I love the stairs, you know, there's a staircase just over here. Chicken out, really? Oh. Whoa, no. Yeah, it's nice. Okay. Let's just find our work pick. It's really weird, because I'm kind of like just floating around in 2D space. I'm not really standing up at all. This was the computer room, isn't it? Oh, I'm sure there was something in here before. I'm not sure. I can't wait to do all the horror worlds. This could be amazing. Oh, stop here for a sec. Actually, do you know, I would really like to get over to the boat. I've never... Oh, I'll jump over here a sec. This is nice. Ah, see? I'm picking up tips for how really good creators work. Like, I've always focused on using sort of geometry to, do the rainings. But actually... Yeah. Flip it. Could just use a transparent or mask texture. That's nice. Yeah, if anyone's got any questions, feel free to shout them out. I'm just wandering around, to be honest. Amusing myself. Let's go sit over here. Are there any, sun lounges up here? No. Oh, cool, no, I fell in the water. Well, that's no good. Let's just fly over here, guys. Come on. There we go. Oops. Okay, so. Oh, no. Oh, I left you behind, I'm sorry. Phew. Now I'm just gonna sit here and have my beer. In the quiet. Firm. I think the hand tracking's gonna kick in at some point. It's fair you'd actually be able to see me lifting the beer to my face, that'd be weird. This is actually quite a big bottle. This feels like 500ml. I think it... I can't see under the headset. I think it's... Yeah, I think it's 500 milliliters. Ooh. That's great. Whew. I head over to the boat. I hear they have a hot tub over there. You. No, let's head up in the boat. This is one of the things I really appreciate about this build, is that just when you think you've seen it all, then you discover a big boat. I'm going to stand up for this, actually, so I move a little faster. Yeah, as a thing, when you sit down in VR chat, it does slow your movement speed intensely. So we're just going to park along over here. I'm just going to bring this kingdom up, so... Hello, future mind music! How we doing? We're just finding our way, and if you can probably see, I've upgraded the channel look, so you can see just up here. I've actually got the what I see, so you can see me talking to the camera in front of me, which is quite fun. But you can also see what I see forward. I'm gonna play around with that and like switch them around. I think that could be fun. So we're gonna go and see this yacht. So this is one of my original favourite worlds in VR chat. It's called Queen Bella's Mexican something or other. It's very nice. And I always remember it because it had this fancy yacht. And the yacht is like amazing. There's like an indoor sort of hot tub, which is wonderful. So that's nice. Well again, it definitely looks like, compared to some of the creations they're pumping out now, which are way more performance heavy, this one has held up well. It's, you know, it runs well on all the headsets. And it still looks absolutely phenomenal. Look, I'm in the bridge. Yeah. But we try and drive it somewhere, to if that's going to work. I never tried driving this before, actually. But there are buttons here, I just don't know what they do. Good stuff. How are you, anyway? No, try and get to this staircase. Okay. Right, where is the hot tub? The hot tub is here. Wonderful. So this was always one of the most incredible hot tub effects I ever remember seeing. It looks quite... Oh no, it does look great still. That you got all the... Hey, I'm going to sit down now. This is going to go wrong. I have to all pull okay. I think that's okay now. I think we're okay. Oops, I need to move forward a bit. There we go. Lost tracking. So yeah. Good. So we're in... This is probably one of my favourite hot tubs. The other one that was really good from way back one was the one in, I think, Winter Company. That's another one of my favourite sort of OG maps. I really do love that one. Let me just move back again. Oh my goodness, there we go. Look at the view, guys. Beautiful. I think that's okay. Blueberry oats. What are blueberry oats, huh? Just oats and blueberries. Is it like a porridge or something? Is it cold or hot? So many questions. Oh, a screen. Oh, nice. Snippet. It does. The water always, like, in here really shocked me. There's, if you ever want to get started building in VR chat, and you want any of these effects, like... The great thing about the community in here is there's people who actually make these kinds of shaders that you can apply to surfaces. And really, they don't want that much cast for them. Like, it would surprise you. Like, you could pick up a decent water shader like this for, honestly, maybe a few dollars. And a lot of them are free, a lot of them are donation-based. The one piece of advice I would say is that if you're going to be developing worlds that run on both MetaQuest standalone, and also on the PC, look for the shaders that either run on both or perhaps that run with added effects on the PC. Because if you buy a PC-only shader, it might appear invisible on the Quest, and it's important to look after the Quest people because they are the mass market, the majority, and they are the future. So you need to look after the people on Quests. I take water and boil, add blueberries and some brown sugar, simmer, then add oats. Wow, that sounds good. Although, brown sugar. I'm a fan of cooking without too many additives, and for me, I don't tend to add sugar to food. I find most of our food is sweet enough for me. I know it's I've kind of trained myself off adding too much seasoning to everything these days, especially when it comes to sugar. But I guess brown sugar is a bit more natural than white sugar, so there is that. I used to be really hot on my nutrition, but kind of regressed a bit. So, forgotten a lot. And here I am drinking beer. I mean, go figure, right? So, but enjoy that. Yeah, I'm gonna be having a chicken stir fry tonight. So I won't be adding any rice. I go through these some little episodes of just being a bit bloaty, and I think it's like flours that are causing it. I seem to notice it's all week after I've eaten white flour. And I think that when I'm feeling bloated, stuffing myself with white carbs is not a smart decision. To water. Oh, he did a video of water? Barbecue chicken pizza, see? Pizza, right? Pizza's one of my favourite foods, but the problem is, I get addicted to pizza. And that's obviously not great. Getting addicted to pizza is just gonna make you turn into a pizza, I guess. But yeah. Yeah. Oh, goodness, I'm tired. What time is it, guys? Okay. I'll probably be over in the Lotus in about 20 minutes' time or so. I don't officially open till 7:30, which is in just under an hour, but, you know, it's nice to turn up early. I tend to, it's one of the sort of the things, as if you're a social VR creator, you tend to spend just a little more time in your place than you should, because you kind of, people come to speak to people, so it's always good to have someone in your world, and if that's you, well, so be it. And apparently people like talking to me. What do I know? I find myself quite annoying, but, you know, whatever. Hey, good stuff. Yeah. I do wish all the problems at the moment with, like, people getting kicked out of sessions after, like, 40 minutes. I do wish that was solved. I thought it was solved last night, because we actually managed to run an instance for about, it was 2 hours. And then it just, like, fell over. It seems a little bit better. Oh! Hello! Oh, Cake. Cake Boy. Is it Cake? How you doing, Cake Boy 2011? But Cake Boy over on Kick has just joined the chat. Wants me to add Yeah, I love the VR chat characters. Like I said, this my previous one was incredible. That was the Zardia model, by Cryptic Cat, and I've actually met Cryptic Cat in here. She's absolutely lovely. And she's going to be doing a new one and adding face tracking to it later in the year. I was a big fan of that. I searched. Hi Bradley. I searched sort of really far and wide to find an avatar that I thought would be a good start, a good base. And you know, like a lot of these avatars have a lot more features on them than I want, of course. So I just have to sort of take off the bits I don't want, like tattoos and piercings, and just put in the bits that I do want. You know. But no, Cryptic Zardia was amazing. They're not expensive either. Like Zardia wasn't expensive. I think it was $20. That's like 15 quid. That's amazing to have a really good base avatar to start with. Yeah, and had all the features in it as well. But this one is by another really great creator that I've come across, called Demon Baby, and she's done quite a few avatars. And a lot of her stuff's on sale right now over on, I think it's PayUp or Jinxie. But this is the Rory avatar that I thought that also is a very good base. So I just had to sort of remove the piercings. And I've kind of taken out some of the clothing options that I don't want to use. The supplied quest version of this avatar I had to abandon. Hello, no space. Hello, Bradley Smith. Hello, T-Bot. And hello, VR Vibes. Sorry, got people joining from all over the place. But yeah, no, this is the Rory avatar. So what I did was I wanted all the clothing swatches to be on the quest avatar, but there's a slight problem with that because quest avatars can only have, they can only be up to 10 megabytes in size. Now the PC ones can be a lot more, like hundreds and hundreds of megabytes. So I had to basically look at compressing the textures, and then just, like, for example, shoes. The shoes don't need to be 2K textures on the quest. I'm going to have to sort of dance with it a little bit, but I got it just below 10 megabytes and still managed to keep all the clothing. But things like the bracelets and the chokers, the necklaces, all the other sort of accoutrements I managed to actually get rid of, because I just don't need them. They're not things that I'm likely to use. So, here we are. And then I could get on to retexturing the clothes. Is she the one that sticks her tongue out? To be honest, I think they all do. I think Shane from Side Quest said it best during one of the banter meetings some weeks ago. He said when they were moving across to using the Unity avatar system, which is basically the same thing as what VR Chat uses, but VR Chat adds a few extra things like expression menus into it. That he said that a lot of the avatars in VR Chat are largely based on the same 6 body types, which is right. Like, the last one I used, I think Zardia was based on the Zinfet body type, and you can see it. So a lot of people, they just kind of take these base meshes and they'll buy them for commercial purposes, obviously, and then they'll sculpt them because they act as a great base. They might make their boobs a bit smaller, they might make their butts a bit bigger, or the other way round, or Avi. They do these sort of custom sculpts on them, and they may just put clothing on them, sculpt that as well. But yeah, there's Zin RP, there's a whole bunch of other ones. You'll always see when you look at the popular sort of humanoid avatars, there's about probably 6 similar ones. Don't combine that with the faces though, because I don't think the bodies tend to come with faces. You have to buy them separately, and I haven't really looked into that. But yeah. But see, you will see a lot of similarities between faces and body types, because they are fundamentally coming from the same authors. Incredible though, absolutely incredible effort. Love it. This beer is going down very easily, almost too easily. That's like half a litre of beer. I think that's why I like ale. Comes in a bottle. No. I said you can't beat a good pint. I think IPA is probably my favourite beer. There's something about the smell of an IPA. A good IPA. Or even a cheap IPA, to be honest. But ironically, my favourite beers and wines tend to be the cheaper ones. I always say with wine, you know, if I buy a bottle of wine for more than a tenner, I can't, well, maybe over 20. I won't be able to tell the difference between that and a 20-quid bottle. But I always love when you drink a really nice bottle of wine, and I don't do this very often at all. Like the wine that I drink on a sort of a weekly basis, that is your little stuff, that is your 5 quid stuff, and it's delicious. I don't know how they get such good stuff for such a low price. Some aggressive market negotiation going on there, I think. Yeah. Yes, the hops in the IPA. I think that is it. But yeah, one thing I really like, when you buy a bottle of wine that's about sort of like 20 quid, gosh, you always get that really nice aftertaste, you know, when you sort of drink it, and it's a little bit bitter. Let's say you're having a dry red, right? It's a little bit bitter, you're like, oh, that hits. And then, a second later, you get that like after fizzle on your tongue, and it's like, oh, that's nice. That's a feeling you can't really get from anywhere else, and it's something I didn't really realise until I think probably about 10 years ago, when I sort of had a really nice glass of wine at a party, and then I got that aftertaste, and I was like, oh, I get it now. I get it when we drink wine. That's amazing. Found out that drinking too much wine for me makes me sick. Just like if you drink iced tea, you start to eat tandem suburbs called. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Too many tandems. I always think of a tandem as being like there's bikes where you put 2 people on them. They probably are called tandems. Oh. Wonderful. Oh my goodness. How much fun we got? 10 minutes. Okay. 10 minutes and I will shuffle across. By the way, if anyone is on my friends list, you do want to join me on a very nice yacht next to a really great sort of holiday villa in Mexico. You can absolutely join me. I am in a friends-only instance right now, so... I love this. I love this jumper. It's incredible. It's like, it's just off my shoulders, but the way it follows is great. A train ride in Napa. I was drinking different types of wine. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I don't travel so much. I think I got a little bit travel scared. I don't know what that means, but I love being abroad, but I just don't ever go on holiday, if that makes any sense. It's the organisation of it, because you got to like organise holidays. You can't just like literally run out your front door and appear somewhere in Crete. It doesn't work like that. You have to sort of get to an airport, book it months in advance, get on a plane. Yeah, you. Sense chills down me. I don't know how I ended up this way. I think I just got old and afraid of everything. I mean, that's how it works. I think there's many people like that. Ugh. We need teleporters. Then I'd be okay with that. I think it is a touch of agoraphobia, you know. Because I always remember, like, agoraphobia was defined to me. I don't know if this is a by-the-book definition, but agoraphobia is if you fear not being able to get back to a safe place. So, for example, if you walk too far away from home or catch it, you know, you're worried about how you're going to get back. Like, to a point where it's, gonna stop you really maybe living life to the full. And it is an irrational fear, I guess. I don't know, I never really had any trauma about it. That's the weird thing, like, you can usually trace people's fears back to some kind of trauma or experience, and I really don't have one. I don't know why it started. Yeah. No. But yeah, I do. That said, I mean, to be honest, getting stuck in a southern Greek island, that sounds pretty good. But yeah, unfortunately gotta get back and gotta carry on working to pay for it. So, modern life, eh? I always said that if money was not an issue, if, like, for example, I had unlimited funds, I would absolutely move to southern Greece. You know, I know they have sort of earthquakes and stuff, but obviously the only reason I wouldn't move to southern Greece right now, I think the industry is largely about tourism, so you'd almost have to work in some kind of tourist job. I don't think they've really got much high-paying industry down there. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm talking out of my bum, but the law. Yeah. Let's just check something a sec. Because haven't seen anyone join the Instagram for a while. It suggests either Instagram is messed up or it's just gone quiet then now. Yeah, so I'm back on the leg trackers. Today, I tried getting them working, but I think all the other additions that I've got installed were sort of getting in the way, so now I kind of lift my leg up. That's so funny. And the other one, I think I did that on a video earlier. I'm still never going to get over that. It's so cool. Yeah. There we go. So... Oh, let's just sit up a sec. 5 minutes. 5 minutes and we're done. I'm just kind of whiling at the time now. Hello, everyone. Oh, let's put that controller down. Well, welcome aboard to the Insta. Instagram is probably the place where I put the most up-to-date stuff. I think I post to there multiple times daily. Whether it's stories or reels, that one I keep populated. The YouTube channel tends to be for the longer form content, like tutorials. To be honest, I used to really throw in a lot of shorts, but I found that shorts gets views, but then they're not views that mean anything on shorts, it seems. Unless you've got something truly viral, then it's, shorts is just a way to sort of keep the engine running without having to make long-form content constantly. And TikTok, honestly, I try and keep TikTok updated. I wanted to try and do a TikTok stream today, but as I've said many times, I'm at odds with TikTok's moderation. I don't know what planet they're on. They have absolutely no problem showing, like, children how to put dishwasher tablets in the oven, right? But yet you can't show a glass of wine or even talk about it on a stream, and it's like, I don't know what TikTok's game is. I don't know if I want to play it. But there's a lot of people happily making a lot of money off it, and I guess, whatever. Whatever. I don't know if it's for me. I've heard a lot of theories about why TikTok exists and who's behind it, and I don't want to go into any conspiracies, but I don't know if I want to support that anymore. I'll still probably post shorts to it because there's a lot of people on it, but I don't know how much I want to invest in TikTok in terms of time. I'm just waiting for the next big TikTok that isn't TikTok, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Hello, Golden! Okay. How are we going? So we've got 4 minutes left to the stream. So it's a lazy one. I said I'd do 2 streams today. Didn't really have a plan. Cool. I definitely, I hear this sort of, I don't know how much of a conspiracy is that there's apparently documentaries and people covering this, but TikTok's own TikTok in China is full of, like, it's regulated to be full of clips about education and sort of, like, national identity and, like, good things, positive things, right? Family, all these kind of good things, right? But TikTok in the UK and America is all about irresponsible, divisive content that really makes people hate each other. And I'm sort of like, what is that about? That you can't be telling me that's what people want to watch. I think that's what you're feeding people. I think the algorithm is tweaking it to show people only that content, which is making an existing problem even worse. I don't like that. I don't think that's right. But, what do I know? I'm not a sociologist. Nor do I spend... In fact, that's it, that's the right thing. I actually don't watch any videos on TikTok, because every time I do, I'm like, this is not great. Yeah, I watch a lot of crap, but TikTok is just over the edge for me. And, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're right to show divisive content, you know? mess people up while at the same time being down on things that people do every day. Maybe that's a good thing. Hello. What comments can be off in Insta, yeah. I tend to have what I'll do on Insta is I have to sort of accept the follow request, which I'll go through those every couple of days. I'll look out for you now, actually. But when I started the Insta, I used to get a lot of funny kids just dropping comments, and it's like, do you know what? I can't be bothered with that. So I just allowed people that I follow, because otherwise you just, yeah, I'll entertain people who are here for the right reasons, but like people who are just here to be sort of cruel and needlessly wanton, you know, with their opinions is such a shame. Okay, let's have a little look. But yeah. Let's just have a little look. Fit. Comments. Okay, here we go. Oh, yikes. Oh, no. Gives me a clue as to what your name is on Insta if it's not the same as your name on YouTube. Somehow I go look and I'm not. Oh dear God. Oh no. Oh yikes. So I have just seen something on Instagram that's yeah. Ah, you're in the live feed. Okay, that's having a look at that. When did the music just stop? Oh, alright. In the live feed. Oh, can I not get to that? I can't. Yeah, I'm looking at the live feed. I'm seeing a lot of people have come and gone. Give me a first letter of your name on Instagram, and that'll help me locate it. Sorry, my brain is kind of switched off right now. Things are not making sense. I get that quite a lot recently, actually. Definitely getting older, guys. Definitely getting older. Ah, yeah, gotcha. I gotcha as soon as you said that. Perfect. I never like to sort of blow people's cover, but that's good. Let me just follow you back. So, oh, hang on. There you go. Perfect, okay. So, there you go. I think it needs me to follow people back. You know what it's like with some of these social media things. There's a lot of people out there who are trying to get responses for being badly behaved. And it's like, people's comments aren't, I don't need to read a million comments, but if it's people that I've spoken to and I think they're okay, then by all means, come aboard. Yeah, I'm very, very strong on moderation, because I think people have a lot too much freedom in this day and age to say whatever they want, and I don't think they consider consequences. Yeah. all good. Right, guys, it is 3 minutes past 7. So I'm actually going to shut the stream now. And I'm going to head over to the White Lotus in Horizons. It's rock night tonight, so should be good. And we'll be running that tonight, probably through till about, depending how it goes, probably through till about maybe 10 PM UK time. And then we'll move across to BR Chat and have a bit of fun over there. And the usual routine is we come across a little bit of hanging around the Lotus over in BR Chat, because it's always good to drive a bit of traffic to it, gets it on the map. And then, we see what games we want to play after that point. Now, to join us in VR Chat, you do have to sort of come to the one in Horizons. It's a bit of a cross-pollination thing. It's because we do jump from platform to platform. And it just makes sure that people are okay before they come and join us. It's, I know there's, again, a lot of bad behaviour on different platforms, so it's just our way of making sure that we have a good time and we don't have to deal with idiots. So, Cal on board if that sounds good. We love friend be idiots, don't get me wrong, but there's that happen. Yeah. Okay, right. I'm shutting the stream. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys, and see you over in the Lotus, I guess. They're gonna make some dinner as well, so I might be a little bit distracted. Yeah. Okay.